Now you see, when your identity is defined by society, you cannot resist it. You don't have the knowledge, you don't have the wisdom, you don't have the resources to understand that something's being put over on you. You cannot but help believe the definition of you as a free agent. But you believe yourself to be a free agent as a result of not being free. That is to say, of being hopelessly unable to resist society's identification of you.
There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table to figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later because they own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. And by the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long when they tell you what to believe. All day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hard-working people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on. Good, honest, hard-working people continue. These are people of modest means. Continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all. Yeah. You know? And nobody seems to notice, nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on, the fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue dick that's being jammed up their assholes every day. Because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream, but you have to be asleep to believe it.
Master gives you something, you take it. He gave it a name. It's a nice name. It's Toby. And it's going to be yours till the day you die. Now, I know you understand me, and I want to hear it. Again! I want to hear you say your name. Your name is Toby. What's your name?
Lord God, help that boy. They're gonna whip him dead.
What's your name? Say it. Toby. Who are you? Say your name. What's your name?
Toby.
Say it again. Say it louder so they all can hear you. What's your name?
Toby. My name is Toby.
Aye. That's a good nigger. Cut him down.
Toby be good nigga for massa. Good nigga. Don't send Toby away. Toby be good field hand, boss. Good field hand, massa.
That's all right, Toby. That's all right. You be a good field hand, and you can stay here.
Ah, Toby stay. Toby stay. Toby be good now. Toby be real good.
You work real hard now.
Toby be good field hand.
Once upon a time, not long ago and not far away, we were in the village on a nice peaceful day, birds singing, peaceful now. But later, it will be a scary place. There will be ghosts, and there will be goblins and witches. And you know who they'll be, all dressed up. Because today is Halloween. Tonight is Halloween. There's that big boot. Now look up. Way up, and we're on our way to the castle. I'll hurry over first and go in the back door so I can let the drawbridge down and open the big front doors for you. Are you ready? Here's my castle.
As we continue to fight the spread of COVID-19, there are 3 new benefits in place for workers who need them. Visit canada.ca/coronavirus to learn more. A message from the Government of Canada.
reducing your liberty and reminding you that they can fuck with you anytime they want, as long as you put up with it. As long as you put up with it. Which means, of course, anytime they want. Because that's what Americans do now. They're always willing to trade away a little of their freedom in exchange for the feeling, the illusion of security. What we have now is a completely neurotic population obsessed with security and safety and crime and drugs and cleanliness and hygiene and germs. There's another thing, germs. Where did this sudden fear of germs come from in this country? Have you noticed this? The media constantly running stories about all the latest infections, salmonella, E. coli, hantavirus, bird flu, and Americans they panic easily, so now everybody's running around scrubbing this and spraying that and overcooking their food and repeatedly washing their hands, trying to avoid all contact with germs. It's ridiculous, and it goes to ridiculous lengths. In prisons, before they give you a lethal injection, they swab your arm with alcohol. Well, they don't want you to get an infection. And you can see their point. Wouldn't want some guy to go to hell and be sick. It would take a lot of the sportsmanship out of the whole execution. Fear of germs, why, these fucking pussies. You can't even get a decent hamburger anymore. They cook the shit out of everything now because everybody's afraid of food poisoning. Hey, where's your sense of adventure? Take a fucking chance, will you? You know how many people die in this country from food poisoning every year? 9,000. That's all. It's a minor risk. Take a fucking chance, bunch of goddamn pussies. Besides, what do you think you have an immune system for? It's for killing germs. But it needs practice. It needs germs to practice on. So listen. If you kill all the germs around you and live a completely sterile life, then when germs do come along, you're not going to be prepared. And never mind ordinary germs, what are you going to do when some super virus comes along that turns your vital organs into liquid shit? I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to get sick, you're going to die, and you're going to deserve it because you're fucking weak and you got a fucking weak immune system. All right. Let me tell you a true story about immunization, okay? When I was a little boy in New York City in the 1940s, we swam in the Hudson River, and it was filled with raw sewage, okay? We swam in raw sewage, to cool off. And at that time, the big fear was polio. Thousands of kids died from polio every year. But you know something? In my neighborhood, no one ever got polio. No one, ever. You know why? Because we swam in raw sewage. It strengthened our immune systems. The polio never had a prayer. We were tempered in raw shit. So personally, I never take any special precautions against germs. I don't shy away from people who sneeze and cough. I don't wipe up the telephone. I don't cover the toilet seat. And if I drop food on the floor, I pick it up and eat it. I eat it. Yes, I do. Even if I'm at a sidewalk cafe in Calcutta, the poor section, on New Year's morning during a soccer riot. And you know something? In spite of all that so-called risky behavior, I never get infections. I don't get them. I don't get colds. I don't get flu. I don't get headaches. I don't get upset stomachs. And you know why? Because I got a good, strong immune system, and it gets a lot of practice. My immune system is equipped with the biological equivalent of fully automatic military assault rifles with night vision and laser scopes. And we have recently acquired phosphorus grenades, cluster bombs, and anti-personnel fragmentation mines. So, when my white blood cells are on patrol, reconnoitering my bloodstream, seeking out strangers and other undesirables, if they see any suspicious-looking germs of any kind, they don't fuck around. They whip out the weapons, they wax the motherfucker, and deposit the unlucky fellow directly into my colon. My colon. There's no nonsense. There's no Miranda warning. There's none of that 3 strikes and you're out shit. First defense, bam, into the colon you go. And speaking of my colon, I want you to know I don't automatically wash my hands every time I go to the bathroom, okay? Can you deal with that? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You know when I wash my hands? When I shit on them. That's the only time. And you know how often that happens? Tops. 2-3 times a week. Tops. Maybe a little more frequently over the holidays, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you something else, my well-scrubbed friends. You don't always need a shower every day. Did you know that? It's overkill. Unless you work out or work outdoors or for some reason come in intimate contact with huge amounts of filth and garbage every day, you don't always need a shower. All you really need to do is to wash the 4 key areas. Armpits, asshole, crotch, and teeth. Got that? Armpits, asshole, crotch, and teeth. In fact, you can save yourself a whole lot of time if you simply use the same brush on all 4 areas. Appreciate it. Thank you.
In my apartment, the lights turn on, the internet's fast, and the door locks. There's food in the fridge, heat in the air, and electricity in the walls. I have a polite dentist I haven't seen in a year. I have a doctor, a government, and some money in the bank a few blocks from my building downtown in the city. I take it all for granted and sleep like a stone, unconscious of the pandemic, the protest, and the president. It's easier that way. I ignore it all in the morning, every morning. Yesterday was my birthday. September birthdays are a reminder the cold is close. People post HBD on my timeline or text rows of hearts with exclamation marks. Only my mother calls. On the news they keep talking about going back to some kind of normal. Before the lockdown wasn't much different. Keystone, climate change, missing and murdered, street killing, police killing, more condos going up with the cost of living. There were still tents in the parks, just not so many. I'm mostly home alone and trying to make something of some kind of value, something that can be something to someone. Nobody calls the morning after a birthday. I don't know if making something can keep the lights on, fill a stomach, or save a life. It barely pays the rent. I'm not sure if making something would have stopped them smashing Seaview Church, stopped the internment, ended the residential schools, opened up the Roseland Theater, or docked the Komagata Maru. If making something could heal a pandemic, a protest, or a president. I don't know if making something can keep us warm, healthy, or safe. You say it's worth it to build something, to form something from nothing. I forget that some mornings. That's why I call you on my walks in the evening. Of course we need the nurses, the grocery workers who stock the shelves, the truck drivers. Of course good politicians are important, and teachers and bus drivers driving the street, of course. But what about this? Is this something? Why would I wake up for this? People wake up and they go outside. They go outside while I'm in. They go outside while I stay, stock up, clean the countertops, bang on pots out the window in the evening. That mostly stopped with another rising wave. I have a doctor, a government, and some money in a bank a few blocks from my building downtown in the city. A polite dentist I haven't seen in a year. If what's valuable is what makes money, this can't be valuable. If what's essential is what saves lives, this isn't essential. What value do I have if I make this that neither makes money nor saves lives? I don't know. You say it's something. I forget sometimes. Each morning I wake up with this spinning in my head. Every morning. What if I followed it? Just follow it. Told myself it's essential. Something of value. Is it worth the same as a person who cuts hair? Who sells flowers? Would it be worth banging on pots? Would someone sing me happy birthday? We've lost places, presence, sense of belonging, intimacy, connection, esteem. Millions of lonely rooms with millions of glowing screens. My favorite restaurants are boarded or gone. The lines at the grocery, long. If we saw this as something, would it somehow be better? In my apartment, the lights turn on, the internet's fast, and the door locks. There's a pain that throbs at the back of my mouth. I have a polite dentist I haven't seen in a year. If I finished this, could it be essential? To someone? Would it be something? Would it be worth banging on pots? Would someone sing me happy birthday?
Take this mask and shove it. I ain't wearing it no more. Y'all look at me like I'm from Mars when I don't wear it in the store. Don't even try to make me put it on or I'm walking out the door. Take this mask and shove it. I ain't wearing it no more. I've been shopping in this place for almost 15 years. And I've seen all kinds of viruses, but I've never lived in fear. Now I know that corona's real and it probably ain't a lot to ask. But I ain't a bank robber and I ain't the Lone Ranger and I don't want to wear this mask. Take this mask and shove it. I ain't wearing it no more. Y'all look at me like I'm the devil when I don't wear it in the store. Don't even try to make me put it on or I'm walking out the door. Take this mask and shove it. I ain't wearing it no more. COVID-19's a real bad dude and they say there ain't no cure. Hydroxychloroquine or a new vaccine, I just can't be sure. Think I'll drink a little shine every morning when I start my day. Might not kill the virus, but it'll give me the courage to say, take this mask and shove it. Corona needs to be gone. My woman stays home, spends all my money on Amazon. I just want to hug everybody like I did before. So take this plague and shove it. We ain't taking it no more. And take this mask and shove it. No, honey, I got it right here. I told you I was going to put it on. It's right here. I'm wearing it. I ain't going without it. Let me tell y'all a little story right here. Been sleeping in late. Put on some excess weight. My wife says 5 days in this shirt is too long. Can't go to the bathroom. Got nothing to wipe with. 'Cause all of the toilet paper is gone. Wasting my day away in Coronaville. Searching for a package of angel salt. Some people claim that there's a virus to blame, but I think this might be China's fault. I wish I was wiser, stocked up on hand sanitizer, bought an extra package of Charmin or 2, 3, 4. At least we got Netflix, and we're stocked up on fish sticks. How can my kids say there's nothing to do? Wasting away today in Coronaville. Doctors say sometime soon this will pass. But if I'm honest, man, I know this is the longest anything made in China has been able to last. That's right. Stay away from that Chinese market, boy. Let me tell you, my job has gone bye-bye. Non-essential must be why. President says he'll be sending some cash, but now it's up to Congress. There's no way that can help us. I'm sure they'll have a solution once the problem has passed. Wasting my day away in Coronaville, watching morons and hoarders have a panic attack. That's right. Some people claim it might be China to blame, but I think I'll just blame Democrats. Yes, and doctors say to just stay 6 feet away. Well, okay, I think I can do that. Oh. Y'all be safe out there now.
Thank you.